So we've been wanting to do this video for a very long time. We know that most people, including ourselves, are always telling you guys side hustles that you can try and different business ideas that you can try. But we've never told you guys how we tried 3 businesses and they actually failed. So we're going to be talking about the 3 businesses that we started and they failed and the one that has succeeded. Coming up.
Stay tuned. Hey, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Ty, and we're from hisandhermoney.com, where we're teaching you how to have better money,
become a better couple,
and live a better life. All right, guys, so we thought that this video would be pretty cool if we share with you guys some of the businesses that we've actually tried or side hustles that we tried, and they actually either failed or we either left them all together, but we learned lessons along the way. And we're also going to be sharing with you guys the one that we were so happy that we tried, and it has been doing wonders for our family.
The thing about entrepreneurship is some things stick, some things don't. And it doesn't necessarily mean that the idea was bad. It could have been bad timing. It could have been a bad fit for our personalities and the way our life was set up. But the thing about entrepreneurs, if you're a real entrepreneur, you keep trying. You don't give up. You move on to the next thing. And that's what we've done. We've learned, as Ty said, lessons from each of these situations. So we don't necessarily have regrets, but we learned a lot. And we're excited to share this with you because maybe you've tried something that didn't work and you just gave up on entrepreneurship altogether. And we want to encourage you to not do that. We want to encourage you to keep going.
All right, so one of the businesses that we actually tried, as a matter of fact, right after we got married, was that of decorative shoe covers. Yep, you heard me. So my mother, she has been a registered nurse for over 25 years, or over 21 years, I'm sorry. And I will always see like the surgical, they call them like booties, like they're that blue color, right? And I'm like, that's so boring. People also put them on when they come into people's homes. If there's a no shoe zone, or if you have workers coming into your home, they slide on these blue shoe covers. So I thought, I never seen where anyone tried decorative shoe covers. And so I did it, you guys. Oh my gosh, it was many of late nights. And they were actually beautiful. And I actually think that it would have been a hit. We had all different kind of designs, flowers, polka dots, different colors like maroon and greens and pinks and things like that. But hey, we decided that we were going to end up closing the doors on that because we just figured that was not something that we wanted to do long term.
And, you know, a lot of front end work went into trying to make this company work. This was before the access to overseas creators like you have now. And so we were doing a lot of work with people overseas. Importing and exporting. We were talking to, trying to find the right maker, the right designer, the right fabrics, coordinating shipping. This is foreign in more ways than one. This was foreign to us.
Packaging, like all of it.
Yeah, down to the
UPC
we had to find
codes.
somebody to make the boxes. We had to find somebody to
barcodes.
It was a whole lot of work.
It was a lot of work.
We put a lot of heart and soul and money into it. But we were chasing a dream, and it was fun. It was fun. We learned a lot. One of the things we learned was not to buy too much inventory up front. We invested in going to trade shows and stuff like that and doing pitches to different big time brands. We actually got to meet the guy that passed away that was behind the OxyClean. I can't think of his name. He was a really nice down to earth guy. And so it was a lot of great experiences that came from pursuing this. But ultimately that didn't work out for us.
Now, great news. All of the money that we put into the business, we made all of that money back. So we didn't lose anything. We actually broke even. So we didn't have any guilt over that, but we learned a lot of lessons along the way. And so one of the things that we learned was that online was the way for us. We thought, hey, what's a place that we can actually go to where it's very, very low risk? So we didn't have to buy inventory like we did for the shoe covers. We didn't have to keep products in our basement. All we needed was a URL, paid somebody to actually set up our website, and that's how His or Her Money was birthed. You all, we tell you guys all the time, look at whatever the gift is that God gave you, your talent that He gave you, and teach somebody else. Put it online. Online has low resistance. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some people that invest a lot of money when it comes to online. What was our seed that we invested when we first started His and Her Money?
$300.
$500.
Okay.
Yep, it was $500. So our investment.
The website was $300.
Yes.
Okay.
So we actually invested $500 into our company, and that's what we said. We said, hey, we're not going to spend another dime unless we have to. And so you guys definitely look at online. It has been a game changer for us. We're now totally full-time entrepreneurs. My husband came home last year, and it's been a ride for an entire year. So we went from making $6,000 our first year to now we're making well over six figures. A lot of you guys have asked us, Ty and Tyler, can you all teach me what you guys have done? And we're teaching our power couples over there at powercouplesuniversity.com. But we want to tell you guys about a very, very powerful tool that we have used for our business when we first started out. That is Elite Blog Academy. You all, this is an online academy for entrepreneurs, for those who want to start an online business, those that are already starting an online business or already have one, and maybe it's not working out. They want to kind of learn the ins and outs. You want to check out Elite Blog Academy. Go to hisandhermoney.com/EBA. The links are also in the description box below. You can also click on the screen, but you guys check it out. It has changed the game for us.
Yeah.
We went from making $6,000 our first year. We didn't know what we were doing. The second year we made $30,000, you all. Like, we were brand new at this. And so the great news is it's actually open. It will be open from March 2nd through March 6th. It opens up once a year to the public. You want to make sure that you get in. Now, go ahead and put your name, your email address on the waiting list, because you must be on the waiting list in order to get in, and you don't want to miss out. Now, if you're watching this and maybe that time has passed, the doors are closed, still add your email address on the waiting list, because again, anytime the doors open, you will be notified and you must be on that waiting list. We also have another great free resource for you guys to check out by the maker of EBA, and that is the No Fail Blogging Plan. You're going to learn 3 things that will help you succeed in making a very, very successful online business. That link will also be in the description box below.
The thing about it, you may be like me, and learning styles vary from person to person. For me, I like step by step to help me get from where I'm trying to go to where I'm trying to get to. And EBA is perfect for that.
Perfect.
It says, do this. Don't do the next thing until you do this.
Yep.
And it's very comprehensive, everything from setting up the tech. And she is a self-admitted non-tech person.
Yes.
So it's not taught in a way that's over your head. And then you move into getting the heart behind who you're talking to, your voice, finding your voice, creating products, social media. They literally
email
leave
templates.
no stone unturned in this. And so that's why we're a big fan. That's why we
Big fan.
bought it back in the day, and that's why we continue to go through it every week. We literally go back through it every single year because the content gets better and we learn more.
And we don't have to pay. Once we pay for it, you have free access to it for the lifetime of EBA. So you can take your time, you can take it over. The interesting thing is, when I was actually going through it our first year, when we went from 6,000 to 30,000, I didn't even complete the entire EBA. I only got about halfway through, and that even worked. And so I was like, okay, if that worked, what if I gave my all and actually accomplished the entire thing? What can I do? And my goodness, you all, our business has grown. We've tried a lot of things, but that is definitely something that we highly, highly recommend for those of you that have either started, maybe you want to start, and maybe things are just not working for you. Maybe you're not really seeing success and some positive feedback and positive results from your online business. Then you want to make sure that you check it out. Go to hisandhermoney.com/EBA.
So now that's the one business that worked for us, was our blog. So we still owe you 2 more businesses that we tried that did not work at. And so the second business that didn't work out for us was a vending business. We actually partnered with some family members and we said, hey, you know, people make money when you're like in hair salons, barber shops, you're getting your car fixed.
And they're in schools,
when they're in
universities,
schools, there are
hospitals.
vending machines. And guess what? Somebody owns those vending machines. And a lot of time we automatically think that the establishment that you see the vending machine in is the owner of the vending machine. And 90% of the time, that's not the case.
So
those are individual operators who have made agreements or partnerships with those establishments. And so we were like, man, this could be something that we can get into as well. And we did. Again, we hopped into research mode. We had to find machines. We had to figure out what would be good content for the vending machines. We had to go knock on doors, so to speak, talking to these different business owners to sell, you know, and say, hey, let's work out a deal. I put my machine in, you get this, I get that. And we did it. And we had to get up out of there. Why?
Yeah. Oh, well, it did not work for a number of reasons. I know that you guys have heard the term, do not work with your family. Woo. Now, we believe that you can have successful businesses and companies working with family. But for us at that particular time in our lives, you were still working a 9 to 5. We had very, very, very young children, and we had numerous family members that were involved. But the problem came in where everybody felt like that everybody should be doing equal the same thing, right? So everybody felt like we should all be knocking on doors. We should all be trying to get machines into establishments. And to a certain extent, you should. However, everybody can't do the same job. Somebody also has to be doing the research. Somebody also has to put in the money and fund the money to be able to buy these items. Somebody also has to establish the business. Matter of fact, that's something that I did. I was the one that actually established the business. And we created an LLC, a multiple member LLC. So I was the one doing that in the back end. But when a lot of emotions got involved, you all, that's when we realized, hey, there was no joy in this. It was actually starting to become stressful. And before we got in really, really too deep, we decided, hey, maybe this is not best for our family at this time. And so we exited. But when we exited, we made sure that we exited the right way. We didn't take machines with us. We didn't ask for our money back. Matter of fact, we said, consider that a blessing, consider that an investment, and we wish you guys all the best.
Yeah, so one of the powerful lessons in working through that situation was working with family, because what happened in that situation, what happens in a lot of situations, is you only see each other through the lens of your familiar relationship.
Yeah.
You don't see each other as business partners, and so you don't talk to each other as business partners. You talk to each other through the lens of whatever your family dynamic is, and that's bad for business.
True.
When you're in business, no matter if you're related to the person you're a partner with, or you're just friends, or you're just associates, when the conversation is about business, you need to have a business conversation and see each other in that way as partners, as teammates. And so that's one of the things that we learn. It's hard to do that. Not impossible, but it's hard to do that with family. And so, I mean, did we never work with family again? No, because we're related, right? And here we are doing his and her money. So it's just about learning how to work with family. And so that's something that we took away.
All right. And the last thing that we tried and that actually failed at the time was that we got into real estate. We started a real estate company, but the way that we did it was we actually kind of purchased a package. So we went through a company that was
turnkey.
Yeah, turnkey. We went through with a company that already had everything established. They had the contractors. They also had the homes. And so you kind of like buy this.
You're the investor.
You're the investor.
So they have a bunch of listings of homes that they've already purchased, and you can come in and purchase it from them. Mm-hmm. They also coordinate connecting you with a contractor to do the rehab work. And when the rehab work is done, they also list it and try to sell it for you. So that's what the term turnkey means. It's you're working with one company from the start all the way through the completion of the fix and flip process.
Yeah, now this does not mean that we will not get into it again, because as a matter of fact, if you guys watched our 2020 word for the year, that is something that we're going to be starting back up again with. However, we learned a lot from that. I learned that I'm not a big fan of the turnkey things. I felt like we were taken advantage of by the contractors. I felt like they were really padding their pricing, and we didn't know any better. I mean, we just didn't know any better at the time. And they had to pad the pricing because the turnkey owner, they also got paid. They got kickbacks from all of that as well, too. So we learned a lot in this. But at the same time, we got into it when the market actually took a turn.
Big factor.
Yeah, so that was a big factor. When
the market crashed on us.
Yep, it crashed on us. Yep. And so we were able to break even. We didn't make any money off of it, but we learned a lot from that experience.
It was very stressful. We had the house about a year longer than we anticipated when we did our projections, because the market crashed. Like literally as we got done with when we were in the process, we didn't realize that this market crash was all around us. We realized it once it was time to list it and put it back, and we noticed when we paid attention to everything that was happening. And so we ended up keeping it for a year longer. So we had 2 mortgages, 2 tax bills, 2 utilities, and man, it was stressful. But like Ty said, we learned a lot that we'll take into it when eventually we do another attempt at investing in real estate, because it is a powerful way to build wealth. If you look at anybody who's done anything wealth-wise, Forbes 400, Forbes 100, they are heavily involved in real estate, because you can't buy more land, and God's not making more land. So if you can put your last name on plenty of pieces of it, you're going to be in a much better position. But for us back then, it was a heck of a ride.
It's a lot. And then we found out we were pregnant with our first child, so it was just a lot at that time. But hey, we share with you guys the 3 businesses that we tried and they failed, but the one that has succeeded. We want to hear from you. What has been working for you? Now, we don't want you guys to be posting
We're trying to do no
yeah,
sales
this
pitches
is not
in the
free
comments.
advertising, but we do want to know what type of business maybe you got into that actually worked. Leave that down in the comments
And ones
section
that
below.
didn't work.
And ones that did
I
not
want to
work.
know about those too.
And your lessons learned from that. So we want to hear from you. Leave a comment in the comment section below and we'll check it out. Don't forget, give this video a thumbs up. Share this video, you guys. Somebody can learn from this video. Nowadays, there are more and more people that are becoming entrepreneurs and they're trying different things. Some of them work, some of them don't. Maybe this video will be of help to them. So hit that little button and share. Don't forget, subscribe to our channel if you have not done so already. Hit that little bell by that subscribe button so you can be notified anytime we put out a new video. And don't forget, check us out over at our website at hisandhermoney.com.
That's all we got for this time, guys. It's been great. Until next time. Peace.
Bye.